All right, here is the KTM Husqvarna E50 bike. Specifically, the Husky is called the EE5, and the KTM would be called the E5. They're identical. One's white, one's orange. The Husky will cost you 100 extra dollars. I don't know why, because it's the same, literally the same bike. I don't think the plastics are worth the extra $100. So yeah, it's 2020 Husky EE5, and first impression, money, 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 money. Why? Why do you even get this? My kid's 4.5 years old. He rides motocross. He has a Cobra P3 very specifically. He has a lot of other bikes. I won't go through all those. So with a gas-powered bike versus this guy, and him being 4.5 and small, is why did I get this one? It's going to be easier to ride. That was my my gut. That was what I, based off his other electric bikes he has too, like the OSET Trials bike and Stay Side balance bikes, etc., etc. I just thought it'd be like, based off how he rode those, quick adoption, quick growth, quick success, tons of fun. He loves it, more rewarding, and boom, it's a win-win. And so, like, don't know much about these bikes because there wasn't really nothing online. The initial Supercross review, kind of basic, but no like real world reviews. And so we kind of went out to the dealer, got it for Christmas, and this thing out the door in the state of Utah with taxes, license, registration fees, $150 dealer prep. It was $6,300 and like 50. I can't remember. It might be off by $1 or a few cents, very specifically, but about $6,350 is what it was out the door. I should look at the paper, but I'm pretty sure it was that number. So it's expensive. The other one is the battery. Obviously, it's right here. It won't last you forever. We already knew that ahead of time. But my kids ride for like 15-20 minute sessions. They want breaks, and so I wasn't really concerned about having to charge it. If that's the case, I'll charge it when he's taking a break anyways. Who cares? More importantly is get him riding, let him progress, let him have fun, let him be engaged, let him create new challenges for himself. Because that's what I saw him do on his OSET Trials bike. Like, he had that thing compared to his Pee Wee 50 or his Cobra. He'd come back here and he would just mess around. He would take like where is it? You'll laugh over here. Like a reclined lawn chair. I came out one day and boom, he took like some logs, the reclining like beach chair, which I always destroyed now. I got to throw that trash away. And he just made a jump. And he took his Trials bike and started jumping. Like the progression, just every single day, every single, afternoon, or like 15-minute block in the afternoon is like, if he would go try some, he was confident, he would go for it and just boom, level up. He would do wheelies, burnouts, the whole 9 yards. He was just having fun, but it's a Trials bike, not a motocross bike. I won't get into all those details of what it's not, but the point being is battery is good for learning, good for predictability, progressive, and so it's awesome. And two, the no noise. So that's kind of like that, and that's why we kind of got it for Christmas on not knowing much about it, or dealer couldn't even tell us anything about it because they haven't even sold one till then. There was one KTM which on reserve to be bought, but the guy hasn't paid for it and bought it, so it was still there. So we couldn't buy the KTM. So the dealer was the Husky, and that's why we bought the Husky. I have a KTM and a Husky, so it didn't really matter. And honestly, my kid likes Husky better because he likes saying the name. I'll tell you, that's the small difference. And so pick your color, great bike. Your kid will learn on it immediately. My kid's so small. Let's put it over here. Like, this bike is probably 2 to 3 inches taller than his Cobra P3. And so he can touch like 1 foot down, right? And his second foot would probably be like right here. Maybe like right there compared to the peg. I mean, it's dangling, right? That's what he's doing. He's doing this dangle thing because it's big. The same issue is he has that with the Cobra. The Cobra, he can touch, 1 foot there, but he might be like maybe toes here, but heel up in the air. So he's probably, I probably can't do it with me. Yeah, I'm gonna try. So his foot difference is probably like heel height is probably there on this guy. The Cobra is shorter, P3. That's where we got the P3 version, which is probably like right there. And so his toes could touch that. This one he can't touch. Okay, but why would you get it? Because it's bigger. I'll tell you why. Because that Cobra P3, that's a legit bike. The people who ride motocross around me, they ride KTMs and Cobras. All the good kids ride the Cobras. That's just how it is. If you go see them ride, at least in my neck of the woods here in Utah, yeah, they mob it, and it's no competition for those type of kids. So he has that, but the bike it's a gas power. It's a two-stroke. And so those have strong top ends, but no bottom end. Like the Pee-wee has no bottom end, and it has like a gutless top end. Once you get it rolling, then like a choo-choo, right? Even if you mod it, it's a little bit better. But then it's so pronounced. It's like going from a 125 two-stroke to a 250. Like that top end hits, bam! Like it feels like the wheel come off the ground. For a kid who's small and new and learning, no, it doesn't really work out too well day one. Give him probably 20 hours of just warming up to it and practicing, and going from hard pack and nice smooth linear obstacles to more soft pack and working into it. Sure, we can probably get there for the summer, but with this guy, is like, we'll just skip that and let's just jump onto this guy. And that's what he did. So day one, I held the bike up, and 100%, he grabs the throttle. We had a power mode number 2, and he has great throttle control because he rides, and he's very proficient and very skilled, just small physically. And he just literally started right there, made a U-turn, like tractor style, rolled the corner, and just went and wanted me to bust out his wooden jumps. That's what he did. He did that for about 10 minutes, came over here because he can't touch, and he just stopped right here and puts his foot right there. And he's like, I love it. Sell my other bikes, very specifically the Pee-wees. He wants those sold. So that was the very first 10 minutes on the bike. Instantly took off, linear power, just rode it, proper suspension. These are air forks. This is dropped right now from what we call like a senior height. This is more like a junior setup. He's obviously way too small even for a junior, but that is how we have it dropped. Then over here there's a spacer, which is probably about 1 inch, which that drops the height from the where the kind of like the gas tank would traditionally be on a gas powered bike. But so it drops that, and so we made it a little bit shorter. This is the junior setting. The third setting they talked about, you can drop this down to a mini size. That's a little bit BS. You got to buy a lowering kit. They did not have that at the dealer when I went to purchase it, and so I have one on order. I'm still waiting to this day for it to come in. I don't know why it's taking so long, but as soon as we get that, we'll get that set up. Very specifically, I have no even really details on it. All I know, the lowering kit is $150. I have to wait for it to come in to see what parts it really is. My guess, nobody at the dealer could even tell me. My guess is it's going to be the forks. I bet you springs for the forks. So I think we'll lose some fork travel, is my guess, a little bit. And we'll bring this one down. I highly doubt they're going to give you a rear spring for that price. So I think that's probably what it is. We'll find out. I'll send an update video. But if he's riding it, why would we lower it? We went down to Mesquite, and which is about 60-degree weather. It's kind of like in between St. George and Vegas. And he loved the thing. He mobbed the thing. Had massive success. We went immediately to power mode number 3. Yep, and this goes up to 6 power modes. And yeah, and so he loved it. He's like, don't drop it. I'm just like, kid, I get it. You don't want me to drop it, because he's loving it that much. Not scared, not afraid, confidence, having success, right? But the reason why I'll drop it is because he's small, and the difference is like on that trials bike, which is because there's no seat, right? So it kind of looks like banana seat. Since it's physically low to the ground and small, that he just throws that thing around. And I think we bring this one down to lower height, all of his slow speed skills with a bigger, heavier bike, he'll get that down real quick. And as soon as he gets slow speed with a big, heavy bike down, then I'd feel more comfortable about bringing this back up to junior height as it is. So that's kind of the plan there. I think it will help him just grow faster. Then from there, he can, when he's really more perfect some of his skill, we'll bring it back up. So that's kind of our plan there. But this is a great bike. Awesome. The power, the tuning, it moves my big butt around. Real suspension, real tires, 12-inch front, air forks, 10-inch rear, adjustable rear spring, right, for compression. The same thing for the front forks. Brakes are good. Big foot pegs, like how they should be for a kid. The brake action, I mean, I've zipped the thing around on the current power mode 3, and it's good. It is good. I don't see him really hitting power mode 6 for quite a while. So I bet you, my gut says this spring we get seat time, right? Because right now we'll just do some winter trips. I think come springtime we'll be probably power mode number 4. Power mode number 4, we'll get back doing traditional motocross, and he'll turn 5 for this summer, and I think he'll mob that setting for a while, and maybe go up to 5. I think 6 is gonna be a way out. I'm not sure if he wants 6 because the thing's so torquey. So maybe the older kids, like the 7-year-old, would probably get up there. A 7-year-old with experience and time, not just a rookie 7-year-old. A rookie, like an older kid, would probably still start down here. This is my guess. If you're probably, most people will probably start in power mode number 2, regardless. Just get used to what this thing is. Then they'll quickly progress up to probably 3 or 4, is my guess. Then the really good kids probably go 5 or 6. Rich dad who just buys one of these things, his kid had never ridden before, and he's gonna drop it down to the mini size. Or he has like a little soft batch kid who's scared and timid and blah, blah, blah. That person probably messes with number 1. Normal kids, athletic kids, I don't think they'll ever touch level 1. But it's there. This thing has broad range of power. It's good linear power. The only thing is really the price tag. Outside of that, it's money.